Why are you so fearful? Most of us know the frustration of calling someone when it really matters, and then only to hear it ring and ring. You know they are there, you know the phone is nearby, but nothing happens. No answer, no response. And the silence starts to feel louder than the problem itself. And I think that is something like the scene the gospel gives us today. It is evening, the crossing has already begun, and while the boat is filling with water, Jesus is asleep. The gospel offers no explanation, no reassurance, no commentary. It simply states the fact and leaves us with it. And I think that detail should trouble us today. Because the scandal is not that Jesus is tired. I think the scandal is that he sleeps. The storm itself is not unusual. Storms were very common on the Sea of Galilee. And the disciples knew how dangerous they could be. What unsettles them is not just the wind or the waves, but I think it is the stillness of Jesus in the middle of it all. Close enough to wake, but silent enough to feel absent. So they shake him awake and cry out, "Do you not care that we are perishing? Do you not care that we are perishing?" I think this is not a failure of faith. It is actually a faith speaking honestly. They do not doubt that Jesus has power. They doubt whether that power is being exercised for them. That question has not disappeared even today. But it simply shows up in different ways and different words, I suppose. Why is this taking so long? Why does nothing change? Why does God seem quiet when the situation is urgent? And when Jesus finally speaks, the storm obeys him immediately. But notice what he does not do. He does not explain the storm. He does not justify the delay. He does not tell them what it was all for. Instead, he asks a simple question that cuts deeper than the waves. Why are you so fearful? Why are you so fearful? He is not asking why they felt afraid. Fear was reasonable. He is asking why fear had become the only lens through which they could see. Why his silence had been interpreted as a distance. As St. Augustine once preached, Christ was asleep in the boat, but present. And the danger was not the storm outside, but the fear within, actually. And Augustine does not deny the storm. He names the real threat. What fear does to perception when God does not act on our timetable. The gospel ends in an unexpected way. The sea is calm, the danger has passed, and yet the disciples are more afraid than before now. This time their fear is no longer panic, it is more an awe. Who then is this? Who then is this? The one who shares their vulnerability also exceeds their understanding. Here faith does not arrive as a clarity, it arrives more as a reverence. And what the disciples discovered is this: Jesus is not absent, but he is also not predictable. He does not act on demand. He does not remove every danger the moment it appears, but he is still there. Faith, then, I believe, is not about having all the answers. It is more about not being alone, even when nothing is resolved yet, even when the situation has not changed, even when the silence remains. And I think that is where the gospel leaves us today. Not with an explanation, not with guarantees, but with a presence. A presence that does not cancel the storm, but stays in the boat. A presence that may be quiet, even puzzling, but real. And sometimes when the crossing is long and the night feels heavy, that is not everything probably what we hoped for. God does not promise calm seas, my dear brothers and sisters. But he does promise that we will not cross them alone. And I think that, my dear brothers and sisters, is enough to keep us going. Amen.